All right, the goal of this lesson today is to understand beatless tuning and how to integrate this concept in an ensemble setting. We've been working on this, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out this cadence that we've been working on, and hopefully by achieving beatless tuning, you can play through this with good ensemble intonation. Here we go, beginning. Sit up straight, watch, play together, deep breath. Okay, so what do you think some of the reasons that might be happening? Tyler?
We're not listening.
We're not what?
Listening.
Not listening as carefully as you should. What can you do, brass, what can you do, somebody in the brass section, to adjust to try to achieve good intonation when you're playing? Trombone, what can you do? Since you play the perfect instrument, what can you do? Kadarian?
You listen to the person beside you.
That's good. So yeah, you're listening to the person beside you, but because you play the perfect instrument, you have your tuning slot right there, so you can adjust quickly, whereas everybody else is either going to have to lift up or lift down. All right, so with that, who can tell me what the definition of beatless tuning is? Sean?
All right, so it's when you listen to the sound, you try to get the frequencies right so that it doesn't cause beats.
That's very good. That's exactly right. So when you're listening in an ensemble setting and we're all playing together, how many of you can hear the beats in the sound? Good. All right, so there may be three things that could be causing this. And we've talked about these three things before. Who could tell me one of the things? Anybody remember? One thing that could be causing bad ensemble sound or tone. Brian?
Bad mouthpiece.
Okay, so your equipment that you use could be bad reed, it could be maybe the wrong mouthpiece, it could be your instrument could be pushed in or out too far. What's another, Kelsey? The weather is a contributing factor. That's exactly right. So, Sydney, if it is hot, really hot, what tendency does your horn happen to have? If the instrument is, if the weather is really hot, the tendency of the instrument is to be what? And what if it's really cold?
Wow.
So you have to adjust accordingly, right? You have to adjust accordingly to weather and listening to each other. So the thing is, if we're all playing together and the weather is a certain temperature, chances are all of our instruments are going to be like that. Did you have a question? Okay. All right, so one of the other things that I wanted to talk to you about is that that causes problems with intonation is sometimes playing within the sound. You've heard me say before, make sure you're playing with good balance and blend. If you can hear yourself, if you hear yourself too loud, right? So then you back off. Then what happens if you can still hear yourself? It's probably out of tune, right? So, then, well, there's one other contributing factor that we mentioned is that you may not have the right makeup on your instrument. All right, I'm going to pick two students to use an example for beatless tuning, so you can actually hear when two individuals are playing side by side. All right, Nathan and Tyler, I've chosen to pick you because of the D on the saxophone. What is the tendency of the D on the saxophone?
Sharp.
Sharp. We know that sax is right. The D's and the E's are always going to be sharp, so you have to adjust. Tell me in the brass which partials are out of tune in the harmonic series and what they are. And we've talked about this before. Tell me about the fourth partial. What is it? Brass, fourth partial. Is it sharp or flat?
Sharp.
Fourth partial is sharp. What about the fifth partial? The fifth partial is flat. Check that. And then I'm going to come back to you. The piece of paper that I gave you, check that, and I'm going to come back. All right, you two stand up. All right. So, play concert F for me. Now, Tyler, I don't want you to I want you to play it normal, and just let's see if we can hear beats in the sound. Here we go, you two. Can you hear beats in the sound?
Yes.
All right, so if the beats get, if you have more beats in the sound, that means you're farther out of tune. If the beats get slower and you're coming close together with pitch, then you're going to be in tune. So we're going to play again, and this time, Tyler, I want you to lift it way down, okay, like under the pitch. And let's listen to what happens when he plays and then lifts it down if the beats become less or more. Okay, play. Better or worse? Better. It was a lot better, wasn't it? Okay, now, this time I want you to try to hit the notes together right at the same time and see if you can establish good intonation within like 2 seconds of playing. Here we go, ready? Yeah, good job. That's exactly right, good job. Let's give him a hand. All right, so what have we figured out? In the harmonic series, what is the fourth partial?
Flat. No, sharp.
Fourth partial, how sharp is it? Is that a yes? Are y'all looking at the paper that I gave you?
I have the trumpet intonation.
I gave you a sheet the other day that had the harmonic series on it, had a band on the front. I want you to try to find that, and I'm going to come back to you again and ask that same question. While we're doing that, we're going to go on because we're going to be talking about just intonation and equal temperament today. Who can tell me, and this is a tough question, who can tell me the difference between just intonation versus equal temperament? Anybody? What is an equal temperament? Raise your hand if you know. All right, Malika?
It's like when the notes are
Equal distance, equal frequency. Very good. That's exactly right. Now, why is just intonation something that we need to understand in band? Why is that something that's important to us? Patience. It helps you get in tune, but when? When you're all playing together, but you can be more specific. What specific chords, what I'm thinking of?
Major chord.
Major chords. So if you have the tonic note, the bottom, the root of the chord, say, let's take a B flat chord since that's what we're in with the cadences. A B flat chord. So the B flat is the root, the D is the what of the chord? The third, and the F is the what? The fifth.